girl, Claudia Jordan. Welcome back to another fun, fabulous episode of Cocktails with Queens. We are dishing about all our latest hot topics and everything that everyone else is talking about. Let's get this show started. Please welcome producer and actress, Miss Vivica A. Fox.
Salute. Happy Monday.
Hey, and businesswoman and actress, Miss LisaRaye.
Okay, Lisa is a square. She must have went out.
Okay, well, we're going to get her back on the line. And she's probably somewhere fabulous. And Grammy-nominated singer, Selena Johnson. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How was everybody's weekend?
My weekend was actually really relaxing. My girlfriends treated me to a belated Valentine's Day dinner. And it was inside this little bubble. We were supposed to do it in the backyard, but girl, LA was so windy, child, that it was like we would have been Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz and went up in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't. So my girlfriend moved it to her front room. And oh my God, you guys, it was such a cute little romantic evening. It was just lovely. So shout out to my girl Kia and Britt and In the Bubble for a Valentine's Day. Like, girls should have nights like that they just get in a bubble. Well, we do it every Monday, but you know, that we just have a good, well, we do. Every Monday, I swear, it's just Buzz City, fabulous.
It looked really cute it looked really cute what you shared on Instagram. It looked really fun.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was fun.
Selena, how about you? How was your weekend?
Well, I wish I could say it was that much fun. I took Kingston to piano, so that's fun, you know. But I went to a hot yoga class. That was 90 minutes back to my old studio. And when I tell you guys, I have not gone to the class in a good year.
Wow.
So I was in there about to die. When I tell you I was in there and the teacher was like, Selena, how you doing over there? I was like, I couldn't even talk. I was so sore afterwards that I thought somebody had met me outside after I did the class and whooped my ass with a pillowcase full of pop cans. I was so beat up. But the next morning
today, though,
the next morning, I had to take a naproxen though, because it was like that. Yeah, it was like that. But the next morning, because it's so much stretching, because I did it because I have muscle soreness and, you know, pains in your back. You know how it be when you get past 40.
Yes.
But I did it for the stretching component. And actually, then after the pain had subsided, I was okay.
Yes.
Right. So I think I got to get back into my classes. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to do like 2-3 times a week, because I know that that's going to help me with all this pain I be going through. But when I tell you that class whooped my ass so bad, it was something else.
You know, working out, you be in great shape, but if you go more than 2, 3, 4 days, it's like starting all over.
Agreed.
It's like you never did nothing.
Absolutely. You like, wow, I am such a rookie right about now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you always get really mad at yourself for like, I knew I shouldn't have took off that much dang on time. That's what I get.
You know what's crazy? I often post throwback pictures because I want not just women, but people watching right now. You always take for granted what you have until you don't have it anymore. Like I'm always looking back at pictures when I thought I was trying
you was wet.
I didn't like this. And I'm looking back and I'm like, I wish I had those problems now, 25 pounds later. You know what I mean? So your young ladies, especially y'all under 45, like be grateful for your fast ass metabolism that you can eat a bag of Doritos and not gain 15 pounds. And you don't rip the belt loops in your jeans when you're trying to jump into them and cry when you're in a rush. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because one day it all slows down.
Well, let's not feel bad about that now. Aging is a beautiful thing.
What does mean metabolism?
How you embrace it now, right?
I love my age. And I just don't like the metabolism slowing down.
Okay, good. Okay, it does change.
Yeah, and I don't have willpower when it comes to food. Like, I can't just like, I'm going to go vegan for 2 months and lose the weight. No, I crave junk food all the time. And maybe
do you really, Claudia?
Yeah, my diet is trash. I eat like a college kid still.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know, I have like, I would say 4 to 5 days out of the week, I eat pretty good. And then I always have a cheat day that it's like, today it's on. If I want to stop at Mickey D's, or if I want to go have pizza and pasta and dessert and a whole bottle of wine, I'm going to do it.
Let me tell you how childish I was this weekend, Vivica.
What?
I went to the supermarket. I was just happy that there was groceries on the shelves here and
True
there.
that.
I found Magic Shell. Remember Magic Shell? It's the chocolate you pour on strawberries and it gets cold, or on ice cream and it turns into a hard shell. There's no occasion, and I wasn't doing it for anything sexual. I'm just a greedy ass. And I was like, ooh, Magic Shell. And I bought Smucker's hot fudge to put in the microwave to pour on top of ice cream. What's wrong with
that was comfort food. That's what you have to realize last week, and prayers out to everyone still, Texas, I'm so glad that at least y'all got some electricity back on. But Claudia, that's because you all went through a very stressful, week last week, not to have electricity. It's cold. People are dying around you. They tell me they don't know when electricity they're going to come back. I mean, it was awful. And so that's comfort food.
That's true. And every day since we got the power back on, we have been just like cooking and just so happy to have heat, electricity, and we've been just throwing down. So we're gonna get LisaRaye back on the line when she gets here. But before we do that, let's talk about you, Viv. Last week you hosted the premiere of Foxsoul Screening Room. How did that go? And what was it like to connect with the all new talent that's out there?
Oh wow, it was amazing. Can I tell you, sometimes you get asked to host shows or reunion specials and stuff, and you're like, who these people gonna be? You know what I mean? Let's just keep it real. I've hosted a couple of shows that it was like, but this one, Foxsoul, I thank you so much for this show, The Screening Room, because it's an opportunity for filmmakers to showcase their films, African-American filmmakers. And the movies have all been really good. Why you hosted something, then you'd be like, oh, that shit. Wow, okay. Right. Okay, we just go swim on through this, right? But with this, the films have all been really good. Like we actually, before today, taped some more episodes, and I'm impressed by these African-American young filmmakers. I really am, because they're bringing in quality, special effects, soundtracks, excellent editing. I'm going to go to DC and direct this weekend. So I was spying on them. I was like, okay, over there. Oh, okay, you can get that in there. Okay, right. And I just enjoy it. I really do. It's so fun. So we're going to be on every Thursday at 7:00 Pacific Coast time and 10:00 Eastern time. And I try to tweet and be in the room and communicate. I do, y'all, but I'm part Jamaican. I got a lot of jobs, but I do try to be there, but I am enjoying the experience.
Very nice. And it's so nice when you host something where you don't have to give a fake, oh, that was good. We could really be positive. And then coming from you, Vivica, I'm sure that it means a lot to the young filmmakers to be co-signed or, stamp of approval from someone with a resume like you. You know what I mean? That's got to feel good for them as well.
Yeah, it really does. And can I tell you, Claudia, not to be too vain, but their faces, like when I come on screen, and I'm like, because I don't even know if they think I'm going to be there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when they see me, like this one gentleman today, his face just lit up, and it just, and then when they say, you're a legend, like, I don't like to toot my own horn. I just don't do that, and they're like, man, you're like legend. Like, and I got to learn to embrace that and say, thank you. And thank these young children that they appreciate what I've opened the door for them to be able to do, because that's what it's about, passing the torch and making each other better. And if I can put, a little Vivica Fox that gets them exposure, I'm all for it. I told them all to hire me too. I asked for a job.
You know what? Let's see, Vivica, that is so dope, because in today's society, in today's time with social media and how tangible we are to each other, some of these artists may never be, otherwise may have never been able to connect with a Vivica Fox.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So your people would have kept you away from them. You know what I mean? No, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know how that is, that there she goes. Hey, welcome back, LisaRaye.
Y'all was trying to do it without me, huh?
No, we were not. No, we were not. We was all at the corner of our eye, kept looking like she gonna pop up any moment. She gonna pop up.
Hey,
she's
Queen.
back.
How are you? I'm sorry,
we
I'm
were talking about me hosting the Screening Room, which has been going really well, and just saying that the quality of films that have been coming through by these young African-American, well, not all, everyone young, but by filmmakers, and but a lot of them young, that they're creative, because they got good shots, they got good music, they got good editing. It ain't like back in the day. When somebody wants you to watch, say, independent film, and you'd be like,
oh, yeah.
They really come through.
They're coming through with the editing, the soundtrack, special effects. Like, I was like,
Well, everybody make sure you support the screening
Yes.
room Thursdays, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East. Before we go to break, let's definitely find out, LisaRaye, what was your weekend like? How was your weekend?
Yes.
Oh, I actually went to Mobile, Alabama, to celebrate 50 years in the making of life for a friend. And they had an amazing celebration. We quarantined and made sure that we took tests and everybody was, and we still had our mask or whatever, and it was private, but it was nice. Like they spared no expense. You know what I mean? And when you go into something that's really classy and really they spent some money, you can tell it was very tasteful, very classy. And I was only supposed to be there for an hour, honey. I stayed there till the balls of my feet was hurting. I was just like, my hair was getting poofy at the time. You know how you dance and you like, oh, wait a minute, my weave from my hands. You know what I mean? It was like, you know what I mean? So I had a fantastic time. I just got back. And I just hurried up and got here to see you ladies. So yes, everybody else had a good time.
Oh yeah. Were you hosting, LisaRaye? Were you hosting something?
Well, I like to think I was because I was the life of the party. So
I know that's right.
There it is. Well,
Ain't no party, Lisa.
So what's everybody drinking tonight?
I'm drinking the tea.
I'm having my usual
for the queens.
I got a little piece of what is this now? Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
There you go. Sauvignon Blanc, darling.
Can I tell you something though? The funniest thing was Selena. Selena came on here and she was like, well, you guys, I've got to be good. I've got to have my beet juice. And I'll just be having water tonight because I'm training. She's like, look at here.
Yeah.
What this I'm drinking? I love her.
And you know what happened when I drink, then it was like at all. You know what I mean? So
listen.
But what I learned is
what you got.
What I learned is that you can moderate. You can have your little Monday drinks, and then you go back. I wanted to have fun. It was boring. Everyone, it's a protein shake. That's boring. I wanted to have my little cheat drink on my Mondays, and maybe they go into Tuesday too.
Very nice. I don't know what I'm drinking.
Claudia.
KJ made me something. He's probably trying to get me drunk so he can get some. It's I think it's rum. I don't know what it is. It's sweet and it's I already feel it, y'all. So I'm just we about to be cutting up today. So we gotta get some hot topics in the next
keep the video rolling then. If you're gonna do that.
Well, you know what? Maybe you said I should make a tape with my man, LisaRaye.
You don't have to. I can tape it.
Excuse me? You'll tape it for us?
Yeah, I'm a director, girl. I'm a directing thing.
You know what, y'all? You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm gonna say about Cocktails with Queens? It's amazing. Ever since I've been doing this show, it's like my sex drive, my whole energy, my whole
we talking about cock and tails, okay?
No, but I'm just telling you, like my whole endorphins, just everything, just y'all make me feel sexy.
So Vivica,
LisaRaye. Oh, go ahead, Claudia.
I'll say we're about to go to break, but at least, Vivica, I've been catching what you've been throwing lately. And I'm very receptive. I read people for a living. The glow, the weight loss, you all snatch, the smiley, giggly, ha-ha. When's the last time you had some Miss Vivica Fox?
It was recent. Oh, look, they'll get it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, you just got it for me.
See? That's why you got to have a good old camera around.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Appreciate that little drive-by.
We're going to take a break, Vivica. You got off easy on that. I peeped that. We're going to come back with some more Cocktails of Queen, try to get to the bottom of this and be nosy about Vivica's sex life when we return on Cocktails with the Queen.
Oh, I like that. Let's do it.
Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. And before we went to break, we're trying to get to the bottom of Vivica Fox's sex life. And anyone in the chat, give me a thumbs up right now if you think she's been having an extra glow lately and you think there may be somebody special in her life getting at that thing. I'm just saying, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Look at her. She's not denying it right now. Selena, what you think?
Well, let me tell you something. The girl been so fine on her little pictures every week. I've been watching these little pictures come through. I'm like, what is happening where this girl done got this fine? Now, she already been fine. But something has, when I tell you everything in the picture is fine. She fine, her background fine, her furniture fine, like does everything be fine? I'd be like, what is Vivica trying to, is she trying to get her a little piece of man?
You can so tell when it's happening. And I don't think it's just Vivica too. I think LisaRaye is very happy.
Agreed.
Ooh,
agreed. You see her sitting over there looking like, yes.
I don't know what y'all talking about at all.
Island hair.
Looking like Prince in the Revolution right now, honey. She looked like she.
I got crimps. I ain't had crimps since the 80s.
Looking fine. First of all, let's talk about how all of y'all look like y'all are giving these hoes.
All of us.
All of us. You've been looking good too.
I'm just saying, but y'all are giving these hoes, okay?
Oh, by the way,
they run for their money because when I tell y'all are turning up and being fine.
Quit saying y'all. Quit saying y'all. You
us, we fine. Yeah. These are 40s, girl, bye.
So our informal poll on the YouTube chat, I asked the thumbs up if they thought Vivica was getting some and had some love in her life, and they said it's all thumbs up in the YouTube chat.
Thank y'all. You know,
baby. Can I use some of that highlighter bib that you've been using?
Huh?
Can I have some of that highlighter you've been using for that glow?
Not pass it to the homie.
Oh, LisaRaye, you're getting plenty of the same glow. You're getting plenty of the same.
Well, you know what? We're gonna move on to some hot topics. Megan Thee Stallion graced the March cover of Harper's Bazaar and did an exclusive photo shoot for the article. Megan also reviewed and helped edit the pictures, but fans are calling foul and saying the images were lackluster. People are saying that she looked whack and really basic in the pictures. They said, one person tweeted, they did Megan Thee Stallion so wrong with that Harper's Bazaar cover. And Harper's Bazaar cannot be for real with that Megan Thee Stallion shoot. Oh my God, so many other photographers would have killed that. They got her looking like whatever. Is this similar to the controversy with Kamala Harris, with her magazine last month? And why do you think that they downplayed her beauty? Because when she's online with the no makeup on, she is gorgeous.
I think that they tried to downplay the image. They want the popularity in which she has in the fan base and what she brings, but they didn't want the image of what she does. Did you get that? Because we know that she is the twerking queen. Them knees is strong, but they like, you've been showing that part of you, and that's how you've gotten the recognition and where you are with your music too. But we're into fashion, so we're just gonna tone that down because they could have gave us some eyelashes. Eyelashes are fashion. Eyelashes make our eyes pop.
Everyone's doing lashes.
Yeah, so for them to do her so basic, it's not really her. It's not. She do her own makeup. You know what I mean? So when we see her a lot of times, she popping on her own, and then sometimes when it's you new and you want to be involved in something that's high fashion, you try to let them be creative with you and do what they feel like the storyboard has dictated to them. You know what I mean? This is what we're going to do. And she's like, okay, I'll do it because I'm just glad to be a part of the magazine. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you what, can I just jump in there, sidebar? So what happens is that some little person shows up and it's like, so listen, we're going to be creative, and what we're going to do is we're going to go opposite of your image, like no makeup, like we get, you can do, the latex and the lashes and the nails and this and the third, and we're going to do this, and they'll talk you into that. And this is why I always say sometimes when you do a photo shoot or you do a major magazine, give them your own material, because the worst thing is when somebody tries to squeeze you into their look and it's not your look, or to tell you, oh, this is how we see you.
It is good to take chances, but I agree with some of the fans. Megan is a pretty girl. Like I actually prefer her without a lot of makeup, but not the way they had her.
Exactly.
Have y'all ever taken a picture of yourself where you kept yourself in good light, like with a natural face, and you're like, damn, I look pretty like this, and then you go to a photo shoot and they make you look worse, and you're like,
they can mess up a pretty girl. They can. You can look like something, and you look at yourself and go, you made me basic, and she's not a basic bitch at all.
Look at that picture in the yellow moo. That is terrible.
I mean,
she don't even look happy. She don't look. She like,
and right there, she looked like she got cramps, and she like, who got my doll? That's what she looked like, and she's pretty.
And then who put this tight ass big old belt on me?
Oh, by the way, while we're on Harper's Bazaar, LisaRaye, a little birdie told me you will have a toothpaste spread in Harper's Bazaar in March. Is that?
Yes, Strange, LisaRaye.
With your designer, Steven, right? It's Steven.
Yes.
And he is bad as hell. Like, he is amazing. So congratulations.
Yeah, I've been actually modeling for him before I came to Hollywood, back in Chicago, and Stevie Edwards, and he's been, big and dressing many different celebrities for years, and now he's just getting another level of his career of Just Do, and him using me as his muse was phenomenal, because when he called me and said, "You think you could do that for me?" I was like, "Are you kidding me? I probably would never get in this magazine without you. Let's do it."
Well,
I'm really glad.
So wait. Oh, go.
No,
when you did the shoot, did you have not creative freedom, but were you able to say, "Hey, I want lashes. I want to look a certain way"?
You know what? Without giving the shoot away, this was his look. I trusted them. They had a storyboard when I came. They showed me everything before we shot and said, "Hey, what do you think about this look?" And I gave them different looks. And they all weren't LisaRaye, you know what I mean? And I stepped into fashion in a way in which I've never been seen before, but it was exciting for me. I wore a bob. There was a black bob that was like, am I under here? You know what I mean? Kind of. But it was still unique. You know what I mean? And it wasn't about me. It was about him and his designs. So I didn't want to be the focal point. I wanted it to be all about his designs. And so we did 5 different outfits, 5 different versions and personalities of LisaRaye. So
that's fabulous.
Everybody make sure you get out that and get that Harper's Bazaar magazine in March.
So I was gonna say, what if, playing in my LisaRaye voice, devil's advocate, what if Megan Thee Stallion actually did know what they were going to do? She saw the storyboard. She looked at it. She said, "Hey, this is great." She thought it was going to be something natural and simple, and maybe she wanted to show a different side of herself. But then maybe once it was done, it didn't turn out.
But if you feel pretty, because you need to feel.
You
pretty.
can tell the way a person.
What if she thought she was pretty? What if we the ones that's tripping?
But she helped edit, so she helped pick those pictures, which is like, so she was happy.
But if that's all you got to pick from, then that's all you got to pick from. I don't know if she's happy with them or not. She can just be happy that she's on the cover, period, because that's a milestone. That's big.
Right.
We're just used to seeing her look a certain way. And this can be no different than when we see the white girls that got the big freckles on their face and they ain't got nothing. They pale and they make them paler. And we like, oh, that's fashion, because they're dictating fashion to us. We're not used to them dictating fashion to us in a black version, only when it's an African black woman, because they're into the blue blackness of her skin. And they feel like that's enough blackness that we're showing you to be able to just minimize that and put on or throw on whatever we want on her, because she's a size 2. You know what I mean? So they could be doing a little bit of both. I think we should find out and see if Megan loves these pictures or not.
Well, we can invite Megan Thee Stallion on the show right here in Contest with the Queens. Megan, we'd love to have you on and talk to you about it. How about that? You know what? I used to model like 20 years ago, and I would be in this photo shoot, and I'm gonna get off this after this, where I'm on a shoot with a white model, and they would be so attentive to every detail and make sure she is so bomb. And with me, they like almost like, you're lucky to be here when it comes to like black talent. And with white women, I always felt like there was definitely a different standard where they would never let basic fly, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyways,
but they would what? Let me add this, because you know how you see the white models and she may have her hairs and a mohawk or whatever, and she's giving you a pose that's like whatever, and they think that that's just hot. They think it's exotic and European and different, and black to them is just black. It's not black girl magic. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't it.
I just don't think they know who we are in order to portray anything that we are, because they don't know anything about our culture. So that's pretty much their best shot. That's what they think. That's their viewpoint.
And why break this girl that's hotter than ever to try to make her look basic? She's a rock star.
Give her a second shoot, Harper's Bazaar. I think
she needs to do over. I mean, she's a rock star. I guarantee you, if that was Madonna, Cher, or somebody like that, baby, they would have had the whole essence of their being, of their rock starness.
You name white women and light skinned women. They may not know what to do with a brown girl. They may know what to do with a white woman and dark skin, but not a Muhammad.
But who doesn't know how to dress rock stars? I mean, all you got to do is look at her her image. I mean, she's been everywhere.
They would never do that to Kim Kardashian. Speaking of Kim Kardashian, she filed for divorce from her husband Kanye West, and there's speculation on how they'll divide their wealth after 7 years of marriage. Wow. The couple reportedly has a prenup, which gives Kim $1 million for every year of their marriage. But Kanye has no access to approximately $700 million in business earnings from Kim's KKW Cosmetics line. So he gets no piece of that, but she gets $1 million for every year she's married to him. Okay, secure the bag. Okay, Kim K. Or her shapewear business, or the money from her family's reality show. So Kanye estimates his net worth at $5 billion. $5 billion, I didn't know that, which includes $1.5 billion in sales from his Yeezy brand in a 10-year deal with Gap. Do you think these money situations are going to make this divorce extremely complicated, or what do y'all think about this? They both got paper. What do y'all think?
Right. It's time to move
smart,
on.
the other one was not. It was just very not careful. I think that, she knew, and her mom knew, that this could have happened. There's a possibility that this could have happened, and then you just wait for it, you know what I mean? So they secured her, they made sure that she was protected. Now, if Kanye didn't make sure that he was protected, and maybe he was a little, fruit, I don't know. I just feel like his people, should have protected him just as well. That to me is equal. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Wow, $1
The
million.
main thing is I want to make sure that, the kids, they have 4 beautiful children together. So it's like they both financially are set. And
I don't think the money should even be the
money's
problem.
not the issue, but it's going to be the whole mental thing of, I hope that he doesn't cause that, that kind of like unpleasantry when it comes to the children. Like, they should still continue to put the kids first. You know what I mean? They got a whole family. 4 kids, that's a lot of kids.
Selena, what do you think?
Don't probably say it's not the money, because she's secure with hers. So to even get $1 million a year for her, she's probably like, I don't need it. It's not about the money. It never was about the money. Kanye, keep your money.
Oh,
it's
so you're
okay.
saying she's not going to take it?
I feel like she wouldn't. I feel like it's almost like it's not about the money. I don't feel like it's not about the money with her. $1 million for her is nothing.
Selena, as a married woman here, what do you have to say about, what do you think about this? How do you feel about this? And you were friends with Kanye West. What do you think about this whole situation?
Do you want to know the truth, or do you want me to tell you what?
We want to know the truth, Selena.
No politically correct answer. Go ahead, please, my friend.
I don't give a shit. I gotta tell you, 2 people tussling over millions of dollars while people are starving in a pandemic. I just don't give a shit. Like, figure it out. But if anything, I'm with Vivica. As far as the kids are concerned, that's the most important thing. But as far as your money, like, what are we doing? Oh, you give me 500 million, I'll give you 600 million. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, nobody cares about this. We're somewhere trying to get PPP loans and SBA grants in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. Nobody cares about 2 millionaires fighting over money. Nobody that
what we care about is that because Kanye is on again, off again of his meds, that I'm sure the visitation for his kids is probably going to have to be supervised, which sucks because they're your kids and you feel like, I'm not going to hurt my kids, but it depends on if you're on the meds or not. You know what I mean? And they can't determine that really when he's going to take them or not. So that's what makes it a little more, thought-provoking and dangerous, because you got to think about that. And you hate to think about that when it's your own blood. But you got to take the kids in consideration. They got to come first. And I know Kim is going to make sure that that's happening.
I agree with you, Selena. At this point, people are just trying to get by and no one trying to hear about your issues. Maybe try to keep this one out of our faces. And she plans to play the divorce out and keep up with the Kardashians for us all to see. But please don't spend a lot of time with the money right now. It is very insensitive right now with all that's going on.
It's nuts. And furthermore, maybe you can take those millions you get per year that you were with Kanye and donate them to a charity that facilitates mental health. Maybe that would be a good gesture. Because
that's Kim Kardashian. If you're watching and know you are, go ahead and donate that money to some mental health cause, because Lord knows the folks need it. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens when we return. Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. We're having a fun old time tonight. Ladies, let's just get into this topic because I've been wanting to hear y'all's perspective on this all weekend long. So, quick question. Is there an age limit on love? Because 71-year-old singer Lionel Richie doesn't think so. The American Idol judge is trending this week after sharing pictures on Valentine's Day of his much younger girlfriend, Lisa, who is 30 years old. They have been together since 2014. He is 71 and she's 30. She looks like his daughter.
Lionel look good though.
Lionel look, I was about to say that too. Bump her. Lionel look good. Look, let me tell you, that's Lionel from the Commodores. Okay, you know what I mean? That's Lionel from the Commodores. Lionel was a front singer, came through with the big afro. Lionel always been fine. So Lionel's hands can still catch a 30-year-old. We need to just let him enjoy that ride. Lionel need love too.
Facts.
And another thing is when she being so young, for me, I always look up to someone that can teach me something, you know, someone that's intellectual, someone that has that knowledge, that power up here. You know what I mean? I'm attracted to that. And I would love to be able to get inside his head and figure out how he has survived, his longevity, his career, his business, all of that, because then I want to make sure that you make sure that I'm right.
I mean,
bring it back to me.
I get it. But like, okay, I can't, I'm gonna say it. Sexually, I'm afraid of men that are much older. And this is a very immature way to look at it, but I'm gonna just
It's very vain of you. It's okay.
I'm gonna keep it. I worry, like, at what age does it stop working? Not saying him, but in general. And how long are the balls? Does he have them? Is it weird? Is it weird sexually? What is twice your age? Because I just think old man, long balls, just like gravity be doing a number on our titties, right? I just be thinking about long balls, not Lionel Richie, but just older men in general. I remember being with a 45-year-old.
He had a scrotum lift.
They have scrotum bras.
His balls ain't longer than his pockets, though. I tell you that. Or his catalog. Okay.
Selena, you came through with that one.
Okay. Checkmate.
So you're saying if the man's rich, you don't mind a long ball.
I don't know about that, because money sure can't make you happy, and money don't pay the bills either. So you have to have some compatibility there. And here's the thing: when you love for real, none of that can even matter to a person. It can be about the chemistry in which you have here. You can love in other type of ways. You know what I mean?
LisaRaye. Claudia's not hearing that at all. At all.
But Vivica, you are just like me. You like them younger too.
Did you see me?
We see each other.
You already know. That's always been my biggest weakness. 6-pack and a smile. I admit to mine, Claudia. Okay.
Oh, I do too.
That ain't bad at all.
They look like they love each other. They look like they are in love. They look like they love each other.
They've been together since 2014. Yes. You know.
Okay, well, 2014. Hold on. Let's do the math.
That's
Me in 2021. That's 7 years minus 30. That means 23.
He was 23 and he was 63.
But look at that big ass house they standing in front of.
So, ladies,
I wonder how his daughter feel about her being so young.
Does money?
Y'all better look at the background while y'all over there looking at the back. Because baby girl at 23 was like, daddy.
But
this is how we live it, Poppy.
Can you imagine what their conversation?
I'm good, baby.
Like? They don't know none of the same stuff. Like she's talking about Future, and he talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's not true.
No,
Lionel Richie's very hip. No, Lionel
hip.
Richie's very hip. I've been around Lionel Richie. I have, and he's handsome. He's got a great spirit. He's very positive.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah, Lionel Richie's a bomb. There's a reason why he's on American Idol, you guys.
For me, it's not really about Lionel Richie because I could never shade him. I like Lionel Richie. I just think about just 70 and 30. I'm thinking about like outside of them, like just the age difference in a relationship. That's all.
40 years.
That's a lot.
40 years.
But y'all, if they like it, we love it. Let them be happy.
That's where I'm at with it. Listen, obviously he's good to her.
Yeah.
You know, you could have a man and be 30 and he be 31 and he could be.
And how long have we known about this? Because we didn't know about this.
Whooping your ass, being mean to you and terrible to you, but then this 70-year-old is nice to you and caring and still believes in courtship and things like that.
Spoils you, takes you places. You can go shopping whenever you want to. You know what I mean?
We got some YouTube comments. Nicole said Monica says Nicole Richie's older than his girlfriend. Ramon says she's a sugar baby. His daughter Nicole Richie is older than his girlfriend. They said, wow. RJ Renee says Lionel Richie looks better than younger. Looks better older than he was younger. He's a cat daddy. And Tyler says
cat daddy.
Cat daddy. Tyler says that's her granddad. And Diamond says she is younger than his daughter, but hey, as long as she's legal, that's all that matters. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the consensus is that I think the general consensus is let them live.
Let them live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But listen, Claudia, everyone has their preference in what they like. You know what I mean? She may be the kind of girl that she's like, look here, I'm not trying to work. I'm trying to get with somebody. I'm trying to find me somebody that's that's going to take care of me, that every day he just wants to see me dress up, be pretty, this, that, and the third. And she obviously looks very happy there.
I say this to older men: if you can get a younger girl, then I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad.
And how about for the women? If you get what you want too.
That's right, Vivica. We sure can't we?
Listen, I got a lot of friends that's in their 30s, and the people say that the men in their 30s, down to their 30s, act a fool out here in these streets. So maybe, she tried her setup, and it was a fool. So she said, listen, let me try to go 40 years ahead.
All right. Hey, ladies, moving on to someone else.
What happened?
Somebody else who likes him young, that Larsa Pippen. Now she's calling out her ex hip hop star Future, saying he's delusional for putting lyrics about her in his music. In a recent interview with Fox Soul's Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee, she stated that her relationship with Future was not that deep. Let's take a look.
Make that relationship public, right?
No.
So then it became public when it was put in a song.
Probably. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Yeah. It was never that serious. It was not like, it was not like people think it was.
Is she trying to downplay her? Huh? That's Larsa Pippen. She looks.
That's Larsa. Oh, okay.
She was married to Scottie Pippen, and she was tied to Future. Now she's with that Malik Beasley. Remember the young basketball player that we talked about?
She's 24 and she got 5 kids.
Are they still together?
With the basketball player? Yeah, he's married. I think he's still married though, trying to go through a divorce or something.
No, the baby mama was like, bitch, you knew. So,
and then Jason,
she was the baby mama because she tried to act like, oh no, they were broken up when we, da 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 da.
What do y'all think? She's trying to downplay this.
He asked her about the relationship with Future. Why would she tell him about the relationship with Future if it wasn't nothing? Or I don't get the kiss and tell of it. Like, why would she? Like,
well, he put it. So Future put her in a song. So she's basically saying, "Oh, he's tripping. It wasn't even that big of a deal." Like she's basically saying, I just smashed. Like it wasn't really that big of a deal. I think that's what she's basically saying. It was not a big deal.
Oh, well, in that case, that kind of changes things up. Larsa's like, boy, get over it. I get it. I'm done.
Right.
Listen,
I feel like that. What's the big deal? Like, I tell you this: what I've learned from Beyonce and Jay-Z, to plead the fifth on your relationship. When I tell you they don't talk about anything and it's quality, I find that to be very, like at first we was like, we want to know, but that's what it is. It ain't none of our business. And although we talk the talk on here and we gossip and all things trending and all of that, it's like you got to respect the fact that people want to keep something private in their life. She had to tell, I'm sure that's one other relationship that she didn't want to tell her kids that she had, especially when she's dating so young and dating so much and so around. So she's like, I'm going to keep some of this to myself.
And then he went and put in a whole song. We got to take a quick break, but Future, stop kissing and telling, because you got a lot of people. You got so many other people you can talk about. You got 10 kids now.
He running out of song. He run out of song material. So he just saying, look here, I'm just gonna start going with the women I'm with. Because that's a vast number. So he can have songs from now until a decade and some change from now.
If he runs out of material, he can just talk about his kids and maybe remember birthdays and to pay child support and to show up to the baby mamas and not have them have to force him to pay it in court. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with more.
That might not sell.
Certain ones that he just keep on talking about.
Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. I really want to know your opinion on this trifling ass dude. A Florida man has been accused of stealing a ring from one of his girlfriends and using it to propose to another woman. Police
Oh.
say an arrest has been issued for 48-year-old Joseph Davis, who introduces himself under, different aliases like Joe Brown and Marcus Brown after meeting them on that dating app Cupid. According to the police report, one of the women noticed that Davis had his fiance tagged on his Facebook page, and she was wearing the same exact engagement ring. So she came to find out that the rings were missing from her own jewelry box, and he stole the ring and proposed to his fiance. What are your thoughts on this trifling ass mom?
That dirty dog. He's a dirty dog. You was a dirty dog. You know what? His ass needs to be sued. They got some new rules out and laws that you can sue people for alienation of affection.
Mm-hmm.
And his ass, that's really tacky.
Yeah.
And
the woman, she should not even want that ring because it's not special.
At all.
At all.
Selena, what would you do if you found out that your ring belonged to somebody else?
I definitely would be devastated. But like I said, guys, we're in a pandemic.
That's what you say.
First of all, I want to know, how did the man get back into the house
to get the ring?
Get the ring. To steal, and the people said he stole some more stuff. He stole the ring and a couple, 2-3 bracelets and dilly-dallies and trinkets. So how did you get all of these concepts to be able to take over to the new lady house to propose?
So
he said that for the first year anniversary gift and the second year anniversary gift.
That is
right. He wouldn't got the 5-year plan. He's like, I'm gonna give this bitch this, and then this, and this, because I gave this hoe. You know what I mean? That's all right. I'm getting you back. He was mad. You got to be mad to do something trifling like that. Because listen, when somebody come with you with gifts, don't you want to make sure they knew?
And you know what? People know she must not have been a Black woman, because we are natural. Don't y'all should know, we are all naturally born. With this melanin comes the ability to investigate. We will take the smallest clue, and we will put the whole story together and be right. And then we ask questions, and y'all still lie. If we ask you a question about the situation, we already know the answer, fellas. We already know.
Facts. Those are the facts.
It's true. And if you lie after we know, then you're gonna get slapped.
Well, dismissed for sure.
Right,
okay.
Because
we're not doing that.
We're trying to. I'm not trying to catch a case. I'm not trying to catch a case behind a loser. That's not happening. That's what we're not doing.
Let me shut up before I incriminate myself. We have a youth comment. Kim says something is wrong with Florida anyway. Why all the bad? I told y'all before. The crazy stories always come out of Florida. It's always stuff like this happening in Florida. Like, they just try it in Florida. I don't know why.
All right. Trump was winning real good. Ain't that what Trump was winning real good?
We're going to take our last and final break. We'll be back with more Cocktails of Queens when we return.
Oh.
Welcome back to Cocktails of Queens. We're going to get through these stories. Okay, listen. Grammy award-winning singer, Grammy award-winning singer, Stevie Wonder has announced that he is ready to move to the African country of Ghana to get away from America's racism. During a recent interview with Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't want to see my children's children have to say, oh, please like me, please respect me, please know that I'm important, please value me. What is that? Do you agree with Stevie Wonder about moving? And does America's lack of respect for Blacks make you want to move out of the country? And real quick, my friend used to mess with Stevie Wonder. She said he was a big old freak. But anyways, and that's not about her. It's about Stevie Wonder leaving the country.
Because throw that in there.
It's no joke that a lot of people now, even because of the pandemic and our currency and our money and the lack of, unity that we have here, and then potential war and all of that, and what our dollar is going to really mean to our country after a couple of years, and the depression and the riots and just everything that's going on. People are trying to get dual citizenship someplace else. They're trying to set up leaving so they can have a rewarding life someplace else where it's not so hectic and so much disrespect.
And that's so sad, because United States of America used to be considered the best place everybody wanted to come to. So, it's just a sad state of America that, because, everybody was like, if somebody had gotten reelected, everybody was like, deuces, I'm out of here.
Okay.
And can I just add this in just really quick that I just like, have you ever seen some of the things that have come out that some of the police officers that were actually there inside when the raid happened, that the thing that's coming out, that what happened and the names that they were being called, and that how just like, did our country really go there? Like it just,
You know what,
blows me
Vivica?
away. But anyway, I'm sorry, baby.
No, our country didn't just go there. It's been there. It never stopped. It was being fake to us for a little while.
We
Let
didn't know.
us get a couple kudos here and there, and a little piece of something, right? As you would say, Selena. But they really don't like us.
Yeah.
They show us every single day. Elijah McCain, the young boy that they gave that ketamine shot to, that died at 21 years old. They finally are ruling that they had the police in was it Colorado had no right to stop him. We're gonna talk about that next week with more development.
Absolutely.
Let's play a game. I need to feel upbeat.
Happy. Okay.
Something.
We have the game, and Selena, I know you want to talk about Boosie. Do you want to talk about? I say his name wrong all the time. It's Boosie.
Is it Bosie or Bosie?
Well, you tell me if it's Bosie or Boosie after this. He's back at it again. He said he had an interview with Mike Tyson recently, and it kind of got a little tense. He said he would have shot Mike Tyson if Tyson would have attacked him in this interview. Mike Tyson his daughter was angry with comments that Boosie made about Dwayne Wade's transgender daughter, and came to confront Boosie in person during the interview with Black TV. Mike Tyson says he was scared she'd get violent and he might have to defend her. But Boosie says he would have retaliated by shooting the heavyweight champ. Can we stop?
Wait.
Boosie, Tyson,
First of all, why was he afraid that she was gonna get violent? What she got? Who is she, and what makes her think that she can put her hands on anybody for an interview? That person can say whatever they want to say, but you don't. Well, no, see that,
Guys,
it couldn't have been me.
clearly he has no other choice but to shoot Mike Tyson. There's no way he's standing toe to toe with Mike Mike Tyson.
Right. Because
Say,
Mike still got a good punch. When he was boxing with Roy Jones, he was still, Roy was like, ow, right. So you might need to shoot him.
Flatline.
Boosie got a bad leg and health issues.
Illegal.
You said he got a bad leg.
He got a bad leg. He got the sugar. And no shade to people with the sugar, but I'm saying you don't want to be a heavyweight champion. I'm just saying. Okay, look, we got to do this game real quick. So I want to end on a high note. I think that's a good idea, LisaRaye. All right, let's get to this game. Okay, look, we're gonna play another game of cuff, smash, or pass. I'm gonna name 3 celebrity men, and I want you to simply tell me which one you would cuff, smash, or pass. Let's play the game. Okay, Brad Pitt, Lenny Kravitz, or Blair Underwood. Who wants to take this one?
All 3.
Man.
LisaRaye, you want to smash Brad Pitt, Lenny Kravitz, and yeah, they are. That's a fine ass.
I know. I was like, wow. I mean,
I say I'll cuff.
Blair Underwood and Set It Off, Vivica.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
Ooh, he was so fine and set it off.
okay, that's the Mary.
baby, I wasn't mad at Jada about that love.
I know.
My frat too. That's our frat too. Z5.
Morris Chestnut, Vivica, Morris Chestnut, Shamar Moore, Bradley Cooper. Damn, all fine.
God dang.
I'm coming with him tonight.
Cuff, pass, or smash? Well, I'm going to cuff Morris and smash with Bradley, and then we going to be done with them and then pass on to Shamar. I wouldn't kick any one of them out of bed. Forget that shit.
I would have with this particular group. I would have to pass on Bradley, even though he fan as hell.
Oh wait, we got one group for you, Selena.
It's not out. We don't all get the same group.
Right,
Okay.
What about you, Selena? That was my turn.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad.
Selena, 1 minute left. Rick Fox, Josh Duhamel, Idris Elba.
My God, today. I would have to cuff Idris Elba, clearly. I would smash Josh Duhamel, and I would pass down to the Rick Fox.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell you something about one of them that I heard about them sexually, and after we go off the air, okay? I want to thank LisaRaye, Selena Johnson, and Vivica A. Fox for having such a fun show tonight. Thank you for watching us on the Fox Soul TV mobile app. Stay tuned. Later with Leon is up next, and we see you back here next time. Thanks for supporting Cocktails of Queers.